First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Rhett Lauder. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Now the left fielder, Steven Kwan. And that's in for a strike. And this one is off and running. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here comes Lane Thomas. There's a strike. Lauder was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season. What a year he's had.
1 out, bases empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Misses inside. 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Rafael Devers up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, Lindor. In plenty of time to first, 3rd out. Guardians go down 1-2-3. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Tanner Bybee. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is the guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fouled off to the right. Line drive. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here's Jose Ramirez. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. And that's downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's Juan Soto, 4th in the American League in batting average this year. Runner on the go. Swing and a base hit. Around second is Ramirez. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. Now he tries to get back, but he can't.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Aaron.
Here is Aaron Judge, 2nd in the AL in home runs. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Soto headed for the plate. The throw in, they put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. The throw to second is offline.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
Here is Bryce Harper. Right now 3rd in the American League in RBIs. And there's a foul ball. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one ripped to left, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again at the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Good eye in that spot.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The next offering misses. And now it's 3-2. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Yankees. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So it's 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. All set for the start of the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
The 1-1 is fouled off. next
That's the
pitch
ball.
is outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a pitch. On the ground to the left. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Kyle
Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Batting sixth, the catcher, David Fry.
David Fry getting ready to hit.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one. That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm hauls it in to end the inning. The Guardians go down in order, and it remains 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And Ed Drummond right on it, says he held up. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
All over that one right there.
That
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Hit in the air, center field. Brings it in, and there's one away.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill now at the plate. Lindor on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
On the ground to Devers. Zips it across. That is the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. On to the third inning. Stepping up for the Guardians,
the first baseman,
Carlos Santana.
Santana.
Louder back to work. Tap foul at the plate. Santana went deep in his most recent game. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. His 4th home run of the season, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Here's Brian Rocchio. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Rocchio getting to start at shortstop, 24 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. High fly ball out towards left center. Doyle pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The batter, the left fielder, Steven Kwan.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Steven Kwan. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and that is that. Solo homer to tie it for Cleveland. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Brenton Doyle.
Inside, ball 1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Runner on the move. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. His 22nd homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 3-1. Singy, that's his 99th career homer.
Well, he's probably already thinking about the next one, and don't want to think too hard because you'll start to struggle. 100 is a really nice number to get to, though. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Juan Soto up now. He's playing for the Yankees, but early in his career, he was hitting homers against New York. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the last half of the third. That one missed. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over. And I got to say, you do get some goosebumps.
That one outside, and it's 2-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
And there's a ball. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
As we dive into the numbers with StatCast, we see that was launched off his bat, wasted no time getting out.
Yeah, check out the exit velo, man. It's special. 118 miles per hour. And, you know, that means one of two things. You're either putting a hole in a fielder's glove or you drove it out for a home run. And good thing for him, it was the latter.
Judge rips that one. Kwan gets under it, makes the catch for the out. One down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming
Now
open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Harper, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And now 1-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Rip to third. Devers throws on to first. Harper retired.
Now batting, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
2 down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the Guardians 1. Back here in New York, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Lane Thomas. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just
Now
blown
batting,
away in that
third
at-bat.
baseman,
3 fastballs,
Rafael
all strikes.
Devers.
He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Devers batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one pushed to the left and foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Foul ball still 0-2. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And up next for Cleveland, John Kenzie Noel. Grounded out his first time.
Noel.
First offering, and it just misses. And that clips the inside corner. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back in New York, ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees, Yainer Diaz. Outside with a breaking ball. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Paul Sewald up and throwing. Stephan also throwing. There's the strike. And that one cutting but missing down low. And that's outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even
Now
much to think
batting,
about.
the center fielder.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tanner Bybee is done, and a home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for
They
the
hand the ball
Guardians.
over to a new arm, Joey
Number
Cantillo.
54.
Well, they didn't get much
Joey
length out of their starter in this one, so
Cantillo.
they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's the youngster Jackson Merrill at the plate.
You know what I love about this kid? Nothing seems to scare him.
That's right.
He made quite an impact as a rookie, delivering in key spots over and over again. Merrill even became the youngest Padres player to hit a home run in a postseason game.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Brenton.
First and second,
Doyle.
no outs. Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Fastball is outside. Fouled off. He was late. Diaz at second. Merrill on at first with nobody out. Pitch kicks away. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out.
Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Jazz Chisholm Jr. on deck for the Yankees. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly, and the lead is up to 5.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Number 13.
And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, and the runner holds. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
Jose
third baseman,
Ramirez,
Jose.
the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. Yankees 6 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Manzardo.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Stays alive. Cut on and lifted in the air. Doyle coming on. And out number 1 on the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run
catcher,
right there. He
David
saved extra bases for
Fry.
sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Fry in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Yankees leading by 5, and we're in the top of the 5th. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
2 outs, base is empty. So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. Struck out swinging his first time. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Just missed. This one in the air right field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
up
check out the
for
latest
Yankees,
news from around the league.
Designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The 1-1. And that is out of play. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This one in the air center field. Kwan heads after it. Puts it away for the out.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 1 for 2. There's a strike. And that's outside. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Throw on to Santana. Judge out on the play.
Now batting, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
2 down, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. They still lead it though, 6-1. And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for
second
Cleveland,
baseman,
the second
Travis
baseman,
Bazzana.
Travis Bazzana.
Louder, back to work. Bazzana measures 6 feet even, 22 years old. A former first-round pick. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they close the gap. It's 6-2.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Brian Rocchio will hit next. Fly to left his first time.
always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Pop foul out of play off to the right. On the ground, right side, Chisholm. The throw to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Steven Kwan. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning, and they're chipping away. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Here's Lane Thomas. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball one. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that just misses. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. They go back to back. His second home run of the series, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-4. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Rafael Devers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
Jhonkensy Noel getting ready to hit. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees 6 and the Guardians 4.
Now pitching for
Back
the Guardians.
now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's
Number
a new pitcher on the
34.
mound. Paul Sewald. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here's Francisco
Leading up
Lindor.
for the
He's one of the
Yankees,
best players in the game.
Francisco Lindor.
And a swing and a miss. Swing and a foul straight back. That one missing inside. Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And misses inside. Hit on the ground to short. Rocchio tosses to first. Lindor retire.
Now batting, catcher Yainer Diaz.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. That's down and in. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Zach Jackson, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering is downstairs. Inside, just missed. And that's ball four.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate.
Now
the game plan that he's sticking to.
field.
He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Merrill.
So, man aboard, Jackson Merrill, the pride of Severna Park, Maryland. Same hometown as Mark Teixeira.
Text message. This kid grew up with text messages.
Yeah, he did. We're the first generation, or the last generation, that grew up without the internet. And that makes us morally superior to these kids, Chris.
Yes. We can think.
Rocchio, off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And here is
Now
Brandon
batting, the
Doyle.
left fielder.
Singing,
Brenton
you got to appreciate a guy who's this good
Doyle.
defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
It falls in, and that's a knock. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. That ends the inning. One left for the Yankees. They still lead it, though, 6-4. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Late on that fastball.
No ball. One strike.
That one fouled off. Well, he's back out there to begin the seventh. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough sixth inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Next offering upstairs. Fastball is outside. High fly ball out to left field. Doyle hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher,
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
High fly ball out into left center field. Doyle sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, the first baseman,
Carlos Santana. Now at the plate.
Come on, Yankees!
Clips the corner. 0-1. Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it here 6-4.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Stephan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in,
Leading
Jazz
off
Chisholm
for the
Jr.
Yankees, the
He's
second
sitting
baseman,
on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1. Chisholm needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
So up next, Jose Ramirez. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second and great jump. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. That one catches the corner for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Man at second. Ramirez tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he held up. Line drive, base hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Juan Soto. Here goes the runner. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Here's one. He's out.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
It's Aaron Judge now.
Judge.
And that's outside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Sliced hard but foul. And that's a little bit high. And now 3-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a miss. And the count's full. Man at first, one away. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Thomas in position. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 7-4 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Stepping up for the Guardians, Travis Bazzana. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hunter Gaddis.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Grounds one to short. Handles, throws to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Rocchio in the box again, takes a strike. Gaddis, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And there's the strike.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Offense held in check there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 7 and the Guardians 4.
Now pitching for
Back
the Guardians.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Frankie
Leading
Lindor.
for the
1
Yankees,
for 3.
the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning,
Now
and no
batting,
messing
the
around
catcher.
either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Right side, hard hit. Throw on to Santana. And a couple of quick outs.
Fastball grew
batting,
right down the
center
middle. Usually a
fielder,
lot of damage
Jackson.
done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. Line to left and foul ball. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Zach Jackson, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Hill, the lefty, warming up as well. Two outs. That
1-2.
misses the zone, and that is ball one.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. They hold a 7-4 lead.
Leading off for Cleveland, the center fielder, number 8, Lane Thomas.
Mason
Now
Miller
pitching
on to
for
try
the
and
New
close it
York
out.
Yankees,
I think closer has to be one of the
Number
toughest
19.
jobs in baseball, and we
Mason
see a pretty high turnover rate because of it.
Miller.
Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Miller, a righty that throws with power. 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Devers, the next to hit, takes ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it.
There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
One out, runner at second. Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. That one in triple digits. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Merrill settles underneath it. Squeezes it. And there are two down.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
So they're down to their final out. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Just missed.
1-0.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 7-5.
Well done. Drives in the run. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The Guardians down to their final strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.